It's just us.
Okay. So what did you ask the question again?
Yeah, so basically, it's about networking, right? Like we all know that networking is a huge asset, right? As a business owner in general,
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur. And you met Frederick, like one of the first guys we met in the SMMA space.
Mhm.
And my question to you is like, how did you go about creating that ongoing, connection with them?
Okay. See, the thing is, it was maybe last week of December 2022. Um, I was in Max Purchase course, right? In the community, and I saw that there was a big problem. Like I was facing problem with high level and understanding how to go about things, and it was I completed the course and then I immediately started to outreach, like send DMs, and it was already working. But then I was so scared. I was so scared of having these conversations with the clients, and I don't know what's going wrong, what's going right, because there's no one to keep a track of, like nothing to compare to, right? So everything is on the internet, and all I'm doing is all by myself in my room. And I always had this feeling that okay, there are people like me, uh, who I can make friends with or connect with in the future. So that's when I went in the community. I posted this thing that hey, I wanted to make an accountability group uh, with like-minded people where we can have sales role plays, discuss outreach strategies. We can do this and that and this and that, and all in the WhatsApp group or Discord channel. Um, how many of you would be interested in something like that? And then I got like 100 messages in my Facebook,
Mhm.
100, almost like that. Some people needed help with go high level being cheap. Others were like, no, we have no problem high level. Uh, we need someone like us. And then I made sure that everyone who wanted to be in a group like that, non-transactional, I wanted them to share their journey in detail so that I can know that they're open to being proactive.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's what Frederick mentioned me later on as well, that if you wouldn't have asked me that why do you think this group is for you, then I would not have believed that this is so valuable. So in my mind, when you asked that question, it made sure that okay, there is enough barriers to entry and this is valuable.
Oh, really? That's what he said, yeah?
Yeah, he said that.
Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So I asked him before, like every one of all the 100 guys, I was saying like, okay, tell me in 2 words, use a voice note, and make sure that you share why did you start SMMA, why do you think this can be valuable, what are you expecting, how long have you been in SMMA, what's the biggest challenges?
Mhm.
Tell me, Ali. Not everyone responded to that. Not everyone answers that.
Yeah, we don't want everyone, so it makes sense. Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. And that's how I found like 16 to 19 guys. Uh, and that conversation, the first day we had this group, and there was a Zoom meeting, right? There were people from Poland, Serbia, Germany, US, Denmark. Frederick was in Denmark. Like in India, I was the only guy from India, and from China, like a lot of countries, right?
Okay, so
And
the first thing you did, sorry to interrupt, but this first thing you did was arrange a group meeting. You didn't first talk individual. I mean, you had the conversation on chat, of course, enough to make sure they're serious about it, and then you invite them into this group meeting. Is that correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever I added someone inside the group, I always made sure that I wanted them to say that, hey, again in the group, share everything about yourself so that the others can get acquainted and comfortable sharing about them as well. So
Mhm.
that everyone started sharing, and okay, and slowly what happened is, I will say this is the most exciting part because that group was exciting. I still have that group today. It's still there, inactive a lot. But then what happened is the first group meeting I arranged, and I just hopped on that call, right? And I was maybe 3 minutes late. 3 minutes late.
Damn.
And
Anyone can be German.
yeah, I mean, like I was 3 minutes late, and then what I saw is like the conversation is going on. Everyone is talking to each other. Like I did not have to do anything. Uh, they just took off on autopilot.
Yeah, that's
that
a cool thing, man. Like when you're talking with entrepreneurs, right? Like that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
That's the type of guys you want to have. Absolutely.
And then that conversation, you won't believe it, that day we spoke for 8 hours long, nonstop in one single meeting. And the last three guys was me, Frederick, and Lawan. There's another guy staying in Denmark from, he was a Kurdish guy. So we were the last three guys, like until 4 a.m. my time. So that was the longest conversation that I had ever had, 6 hours long.
Yeah, we never had an 8-hour call, I think.
Yeah, so that's the way I found Frederick, right? And then you find people like that. And as we kept on going, there was a guy from Croatia. He had a breakup, like he was very young, so he just had a breakup and he was like falling out. He said, like, guys, I'm really depressed. I'll not be able to be active in the group for like 1 week. And then I just saw people in the group motivating him just in a matter of like 30 minutes time. There was like 500 messages, conversations. And at the end, he was like, I don't know why I was depressed. Let's hop on a call and let's do it. And it just kept going.
That's crazy. That's fucking amazing. That's the impact of a group, right?
Yeah. I saw myself, like when I had that experience in my life, there was no one. It's just me in my room, corner of my room, in a dark room.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy, the same stage of his life, and he just got over something that took me 3 months to get over in 30 minutes, just because of the right people.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm telling you, right? I'm 31. I could probably have been at this stage where I'm now if I had a group like this, right? I was thinking like I have to do everything myself for the longest time, right? Like until 2 years ago or something, literally. So if I had this mindset before that, okay, if I have a group, we go together as a team, right? And we use each other's strengths. I would have been where I'm now, like when I was like, whatever, 23, 20, maybe like, in my early 20s. So it's like such a big thing, for guys, like especially young guys who can have this group working for them, right? It's super underrated.
Absolutely. Also, one more, I'll just give you one more instance that I think will make it valuable. There's a guy, his name was Elia, right? He was from Seattle, Washington, US. So it was me, Lawan, and Frederick on a Discord call, and Elia just jumped on, say, hey guys, well, how is it going for you guys? How is SMMA going? And everything. Just a normal discussion. And then he just shared that, yeah, you know what? Just on my way back home, I saw a beauty salon, right? So a salon, they needs an employee. They were having this banner up that hiring right now, need for beauticians, technicians. We can also do this, right? That we can just provide them with employees with ads and stuff, isn't it? We said yes, absolutely. Why not? That it's a start, right? It is a start. So then in that specific call, in that 5-10 minute conversation, like 20-minute conversation, we encouraged him. Like he was like, should I just give a call right now? I said, yes, absolutely. Do you have the number? I think yes. Okay, and he found the number. He called he just called that woman and booked a meeting right there, like in 20-minute conversation, without expecting that to happen. And he closed that deal. He made $1,200.
He did?
Yes, he did.
He did run the Facebook ads for them, or what?
Yeah, he got a media buyer from Pakistan, and then yeah.
Do you have any idea if they managed to find someone then?
Yeah, they did. They did find someone, and then he got paid $1,200.
That's fucking amazing. Yeah,